Yo. Uh, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for tuning back in once again for another episode of Logic. Man, man. Hope everybody having a good day. I got some crazy information that I got to get to the people. Got to get to the people. I'm gonna try to keep it short today. I'm gonna try. Every time I try to keep it short, it end up going longer. But I didn't end up getting to bed early last night, like I said, and I had to get up early this morning for to go to work. I'm tired. I'm tired, but this information is important. I'm gonna be trying to do daily videos leading up to the convention, and I'm planning on attending the convention both days as well. But got to make sure to keep beating the drum and sounding the alarm on this critical and vital information that has recently come out. So we gonna discuss that. I'm also gonna play a video, a short clip from Trump, a minute long video of him explaining why he don't like rhinos. Um, just as a reminder, this was from about 3 years ago. So, some people forget the dangers of these rhinos, but I just want to play this video as a reminder. Um, so yeah, what we gonna talk about is crazy. Nobody else is talking about it in Michigan. None of the other citizen journalists, none of the other investigative reporters are sounding the alarm. It's a couple, but the ones who could be and should be and you would think would be are silent. Um, we gonna discuss it all. You know what I'm saying? So, hope everybody having a good day. Thank y'all for tuning in. Welcome to Logic View, man. So first off, I want to point out, man, prayers to the families, man, all across dang state, the world, country. But just found out it's some flooding that's been going on in Detroit. Somebody sent me some articles. I looked into it. I did see that the Midwesterner was reporting on it, and it was on Barkley's show as well. So I'm glad to hear that people getting the word out because you're not hearing it on the radio or on the media. Um, it's not a lot of noise. But after searching TikTok and getting some clips and videos sent to me as well, um, seeing what's going on down there in the middle of the winter, that's great, you know. Um, so I want to try to play some videos, but I got to make sure the sound is working. I got two monitors now, and if I don't got it playing from the right monitor, it won't even be heard. And I'm still working the kinks out. I have had it working before, but I switched my studio around, and now I can't figure which screen is which. But anyway, I've been posting all week about uh, who is Bill Rowerdink, and posting the past few days. I did a deep dive a week or so ago, and y'all would be shocked at what I found, man. I'm gonna share my screen because this stuff you can't make this stuff up. You cannot make it up. One second. Mm, mm, switch that over here. Yeah. Bring that back up. Yeah. So hold on now. Bill Rowerdink. Who is Bill Rowerdink? If you got, you know. you don't got long term memory, you might not know who he is. But take a look at this. I'm gonna pull up a couple articles, and then I'm gonna show y'all why I'm digging into this person. Um, I'm gonna show y'all why if y'all don't already know. But every Michigan voting delegate, every delegate needs to know who this is. And I'm gonna show you why as well right now. Bill Rowerding, look at that. This is just one article. GOP's $285 million con man holds four positions within the party. Let's look at another one. Here's more on the state GOP's $285 million con man. This is from February 4th of 2015. This is from August 26th of 2016, a year later. Let's look at this one. It's from Detroit Free Press, February 2025. 10 years ago, almost a Delta, and officials' criminal past, Royals, Michigan GOP. So I done just went over a couple headlines with y'all, and now I'm gonna show y'all. Now y'all can type his name, and you'll see tons and tons of articles. I just pulled a few off the top, random. But look at this. Nishan for MIGOP chair. Last week I rolled out my first wave of plans for day one under my leadership if elected chairwoman. Please read them below. As I hit day one in stride, today I'd like to introduce you to my chair of the temporary committee on committees. Okay. Bill Rowerdink is currently chair of the 11th Congressional District and is a gold mine of knowledge of Michigan Republicans and our state committee. I have asked Bill to start now to prepare recommendations regarding leadership and help determine committee names and structure. Of course, any changes that require state committee action will go there ASAP. However, if a chair can act, I plan to do so on day one. You're interested in being considered to be a chair of a committee, reach out to Bill now. Um, if you have any ideas, let him know that too. So she raising them up. She giving him a position of authority. He got it. Uh, you know, he gonna be in a position of power. This is from Mishan, sent out on February 4th. This is her own words. Now, let's get back into who Mr. Rowerdink is. Hopefully y'all can hear me all right. If y'all can, just let me know, please. But let's get back to this. So this is from Paul Egan of the Detroit Free Press, uh, from February 13th of 2015, 10 years ago. And they go on to say the revelation that a state party committee member has a criminal past that includes prison time for one of the largest financial frauds in Michigan history is the latest controversy to shake the Michigan Republican Party as it heads into its state convention next weekend in Lansing. William Rowerdink, 64, of West Bloomfield, was sentenced to 3 years and 9 months in prison and ordered to pay $285 million in restitution in 2007 after he pled guilty to conspiracy and false statements in a federal indictment related to his role as chief financial officer of Lacey. He was also sentenced to 2 years of supervised release following prison records show. Browarding's background, which apparently was unknown to many state GOP officials, was reported Thursday by political blogger Chad Selwiski in Deadline Detroit. So just like now, a lot of people don't know who this guy is. This was 10 years ago. It's tons of new delegates, tons of new patriots. A lot of them people from 10 years ago have walked away, have have given up on the party or have went to the Constitution Party, and they try to slide this guy back in here like nothing has changed. Um it's tons of articles. I want to continue to read this one a little bit more. It's important for uh the delegates. We have to vote this weekend, and I'm not a voting delegate this time, unfortunately. But the voting delegates have to decide whether they want Jim Runstead, Misha Maddox, or Joe Chella as the chair of the GOP. Mishan just announced that she gonna put this guy right here, this guy that's a well known to those who continue to be involved and stay involved, or then those who do their research. This guy is not somebody we want in control as we try to move forward. And what is that? Here's more. I haven't read through these two. I wanted to read through them with y'all at the same time because I started to read through some, and I knew it was gonna be like crazy. So this one is from 2015, February 14th, almost 10 years ago. Oh no. The shock is setting in among state Republican Party officials after learning that one of their own GA committee member, William Rowerding, harbors a secret past as a big-time white-collar criminal. Broward, 14th Congressional District Representative on the committee from West Bloomfield Township, was hit with a 16-count criminal indictment by the feds in 2003 related to his fraudulent activities at Layson Inc. of Troy. That ain't all. Browarding pled guilty in 2007 to several charges in the massive fraud, served nearly 4 years in prison, and was ordered to pay an astounding 285 million in restitution to many, many victims. Now, the question is Mishan making people aware, letting them know, like, hey, got a he got a bad past. It might look bad off top, but he's changed. Is she trying to sell him as a changed man, or is she just hiding this from everybody that she is trying to get to vote for her? Is she hiding it, or is she touting him as a changed man? Because right now, as you can see, he is he is the chair of the 11th congressional district. 10 years ago, he was the chair of the 14th. At this one, he held four positions within the party. Is he a globalist? Is he under the thumb of Brown Weiser and these other uh big money donors? You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. These big money donors are out of touch with the average everyday American and Michigan people. Ron Weiser, he don't know what it's like paying $3.50 a gallon for gas, $3 a gallon. He don't know what it's like working check to check. You know what I'm saying? He part of the globalist Atlantic Council. He part of all these different boards while Mishan acting like Jim Runstead can't be a Senate and a senator in a Senate when the Democrats control everything right now. How much is the Republicans getting done in Senate? The same amount they was getting done last election cycle when the Democrats held full control of the House, the Senate, and the governor position. The Senate, the senators in Michigan hands are tied. Uh, Michon know that. She know he got time to do what it takes to be the chair of the GOP. But anyway, these big donors are out of touch with the American people. Michon was right there under Ron Weiser in 2022 when we lost everything. When we lost everything. We had Matt DePerno, Christina Caramo, we had Tudor Dixon running, we had state reps, we had Supreme Court seats. We lost it all across the board, and we was screaming a red wave all election season leading up to that big disappointment. Then the people, we gave a mandate here in Michigan. We gave a mandate when we elected Christina Caramo, and the establishment started plotting on day one. Before the convention was even over, the establishment was scrambling to figure out how to sabotage Christina Caramo. They was trying to, man, it gets so deep. Most people don't pay. The devil is in the details, and most people don't even get research and find the details and discern and filter out through the truth. They just believe headlines and they fall for the lies because they don't dig it for themselves. This Bill Rowerding, he is no good for our party. I don't care if he is a changed man. Why y'all gonna continue to put him in positions of authority? He they saying this the largest fraud, one of the largest frauds, if not the largest fraud in Michigan by this guy. And Michon touting him as some person that's good, that she finna put in authority. She Ron Weiser, she says she learned so much from Ron Weiser. I bet she did. She learned if you be a good little puppet, you will move up in this game. $285 million. William Ding is not your average guy with a secret to hide. His disgrace was so big that it embarrassed the entire Michigan Republican Party when it all unraveled. If we elect, if we elect Michon, she says she gonna put this guy in charge, and it's gonna embarrass the entire Michigan Republican Party all over again, all over again. I don't want this to be a long video. I want people to do their own research. This is Logic's view. This is my view, my opinions. I research and I bring y'all what I find, raw, uncut, unfiltered. Y'all can go read these full articles yourself. If y'all elect me, Sean, y'all electing this guy, and she probably still a puppet on the string for Ron Weiser and whoever else got the money or can help benefit her. All these articles, Detroit Free Press. Just type in Bill Rowerding. That's how you spell it. William, Bill. They use different names because when they start businesses, they spell their names wrong and use different names to deceive and hide their names and mislead people trying to dig on them. 16-count criminal indictment by the feds. He was under the feds was watching him. You got to make a lot of noise for to draw the feds' attention. The timing of these revelations could not be worse for the MIGOP as they head into their state convention next Friday and Saturday. Is this not 10-year Delta? Literally. Is this not a 10-year Delta? February 14th, 2015. Here we are. Look at it. Mm, mm, mm. The convention is this coming Friday. This I'm not reading this article, even though it say that the convention is this coming Friday and Saturday, 21st and 22nd. But this article is from 10 years ago. And the MIGOP, if we elect Sean, she putting this person in power, and then watch all this stuff is gonna come out and it's gonna embarrass the whole Michigan Republican Party all over again. I'm gonna continue to read. I'm a little shell shocked, like everyone else. Paul Welde, a former chairman of the Oakland County Republican Party and a fellow 14th District GOP delegate, told the Detroit Free Press. I guarantee you nobody knew anything about this, at least that I'm aware of. But there are a lot more details about Rowerdink's sordid past that never made it into the Deadline Detroit story. This guy has been fooling people in various walks of life for years. Here is part two of Rowerdink's story, based on the 2003 indictment, U.S. District Court records, U.S. Attorney Office information, U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's documents, prior news reports, and Rowerdink's own blog and LinkedIn page. Rowerdink certainly has not been hiding in the shadows since the criminal indictment in 2004. He started a new privately held firm. Now, I also want to let y'all know when he did get out of jail for his sentence, he linked up with me, Sean, and helped start the Michigan Conservative Coalition. So, me, Sean, been rubbing elbows with this guy. Big money players. She been rubbing elbows with this guy. They started the Michigan Conservative Coalition years ago. So this article can be read. I'm not gonna read it all. It's pretty extensive. This guy, it's tons of articles. There's tons of articles on it. And you can see for yourself right here. Today I'd like to introduce you to my chair of the temporary committee on committees. What is that even a committee of? Committee on committees. He in charge of the committees. He in charge of all other committees. A gold mine of knowledge of of Michigan Republicans in our state committee. I bet. I bet. She looking for leadership. She raising them up like she wants you to think, oh, he's a great person. I want if she hiding it from her people that she wants to vote for her. Now she got 57, 87 endorsements. She got all these endorsements. It remind me, I tell people, it remind me like Hillary Clinton. She had the fireworks ready on election night. They never thought she would lose. They thought they had it rigged. They thought they had the media, the PR. They thought they had all the pieces in place. And then the people stood up and showed them, we ain't as dumb as y'all think we are. Now, wouldn't it be amazing? I mean, not to everybody, but it would be amazing to me if Michonne had all these endorsements that she bragging and putting in everybody's face if she lost, even having all these endorsements. She thinks she got it in the bag. She mock her opponents. She act like she the only one qualified. She trying to smear her opponents. She tried to smear Jim Runstad the other day on one of his votes, which other Republicans even came out to support him, and she tried to act like he voted with the Democrats. No, it was more complicated than that, and that was a special situation. Michonne, you know that your husband is a senator or a legislator or something. You know what's going on. She tried to smear Runstad. Runstad cleared it up. Other representatives and legislators cleared it up. So she reverted to smear tactics and lying against her opponents. She tried to make herself seem like she the best candidate. Every voting delegate need to know who she trying to put in charge, and they need to be reminded of how bad our state lost everything in 2022 when Michon was the vice chair under a globalist, Ron Weiser. Now you can go watch. You can search the web. Type Bill. Type Bill Rowerday. Look at this. Officials criminal past rules. Deadline Detroit 285 million. Lansing State Journal. Politics Central. SEC.gov. Articles. Bill Rowerday. You can find it yourself. Research it. Know for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody tell you this without verifying it, man. That's like what the left do. They don't do their own research. They just believe what the media say. That stuff happening. It's infiltration on the right too, especially in journalism and in podcasting. We got infiltrators claiming to be conservative, uh, conservative in name only, Republican in name only. We got this is the Bible talk about wolves in sheep's clothing. Republican in name only is just a Republican is just a title. People can put it on and take it off. It's a mask. You know what I'm saying? And we can't be deceived by what people say. We got to look into their actions. Mishan started this company with this Bill Rowerding guy. He helped. She said in her own words, I can't find the article where she even say it. I want to try to play this video because I found a clip, a very important clip. What's up, Sister Mary? Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, man. Trump give a great explanation. He called out the fake news media in this clip right to their face, and then he called out Rhino Republicans straight in the camera, and he let people know why they even more worse than the Democrats. He said out his own mouth. People always talking about we need to unite. The ones calling for unity the most are the rhinos because they just I mean a lot of people we do need to unite with the right people, but not with these backstabbing Decepticon rhino Republicans. They claim to be rhinos, but they're not. Them ain't the people we need to be uniting with. Them the people we need to be exposing and replacing and getting them out the way. They are backstabbers. They earn your trust. They do all these things to look good, to make themselves appear like a real patriot, a real rhino. But it's all an act to earn your trust so they can get your vote, and then they stab you in the back. They frauds. I only been involved in state politics for the past 5 years, and I immediately through my street smarts and my biblical smarts, I was immediately, and my college education, high school, I was immediately able to start discerning who these rats and roaches was. They smile all in your face, but it took for me to get backstabbed left and right. John Rocha backstabbed me. Cindy Holland backstabbed me. They earned my trust. I was talking to Cindy for hours on the phone. She acting like she cared about me. Whole time I'm a newbie in the local and state politics. She playing me like a fiddle. John Rocha, I'm donating to his campaign. Found out he was a lying dirtbag. All these Tammy Clark, she lied. I told the truth. She went from loving me to hating me, backstabbing, lying dirtbags. You get backstabbed enough, you start to know these people ain't nothing but crooks in suits and ties. Crooks with nice outfits that know the political lingo. They know they talk well. They know how to play this game. It's a game to them, and they just want to move up. We just uh human cattle. We just worthless. We just worker bees to them. They don't want us to stand up. They don't want us to know the truth. Me, Sean can't stand me. On my birthday last week, I was sitting up front. doing my citizen journalism thing. She was the only one who made it there out of the three candidates in person because the other two was leaving another event. They tuned in by Zoom or by phone and answered the Q&A and the opening and closing statements. She ended up sitting right there up front. The seat they had waiting for her was right next to me. She come sit down. She sit down and look. She don't even look my way. She just like gave me the cold shoulder, which she know I don't like her, so it didn't bother me. But she was on this James Dickinson dude podcast, this black dude podcast, and he like, talking to her, and she talking about how she black on the inside to him. He like, I thought you, when I heard your name, I thought you was black. She's like, oh, I'm black on the inside. Man, if you don't get up out of here with that bull crap, pandering like a Michigan's own Hillary Clinton. Ugh. I anyway, this logic view, you're gonna get my view, my opinion. Now I'm gonna try to play this video. Hopefully y'all can hear this. Let me know please in the comment section because I might be able to switch screens somehow and get it to play. But it's an important video, an important reminder, because we do need to unite, but we need to unite to expose the rhinos, and we need to get them out the way so we can really make progress. They sabotage us from within, which we know about that here in Michigan. We've been sabotaged. 2022 was a sabotage. These big money donors withdrew their funding for Christina, and then she got sabotaged. All the fake news media, all the fake Republican, all the rhinos, all the man. It was a whole big debacle, just like the way they stole the 2020 election. It was a whole force that came down to complete that task. Here in Michigan, it was a whole force that came down to complete that coup d'etat to get Christina out because the big money donors want to remain in control. They globalists, they like Ron Weiser, they like that. These big money people. Now there's some big money people who are good hearted and want the best for the people, but the Bible say it's as hard for a rich man to get into heaven as it is to squeeze a camel through the eye of a needle. So that show you the majority of these people with millionaires, billionaires, majority of them is corrupted by that dollar. They want to keep things, they want to remain in charge like kings and queens, and we just peon pawns. They don't want us to have true freedom. We need to figure out how to take money out of the election process. We need to figure out we need it to be level playing field for each candidate. We need all this bullcrap money taken out so it's a fair process. It shouldn't be no, if you can't raise money, you can't be involved in politics. It shouldn't be about all that. It should be set amount. Both sides get a certain amount of money and a certain amount of resources. All these candidates get equal amounts of money and equal amount of resources to campaign on. Level the playing field so real people have a chance. You can't charge $15,000 and expect everybody to be able to enter the race. Some people can afford that, some people can't. Now, fundraising is all about fundraising, all about, okay, if we take money out the picture, what is it all about then? It's all about our freedom, our principles, our constitution, our biblical rights outlined in the Bible, outlined in the Constitution, the Declaration. Take money out of it. It's about right now, money rule the world, profits over people. Anyway, I want to keep this video short. So, y'all seen me Sean's email. that got sent out. Y'all probably on her email list too. I'm sure she got access to all the voter rolls. I will say I'm upset at seeing Jay DeBoyer on this endorsement list, but you know, Mishan got a way of getting people to endorse her, obviously. But you seen her email, you seen Bill Rowerdink's history. Y'all can research on him for yourself. Y'all seen what she decided to do on day one, put him in charge. I read through briefly how every delegate that's voting on this weekend should know who Bill Rowerdink is. Every delegate that's voting this weekend should know. And if then you can make an informed decision. This shouldn't catch, and this is a 10-year delta, which is so crazy to me. Like, Mishan is counting on us not having memory past remembering this long. She must be counting on his all new delegates. Nobody remembers this. We should be fine. How could she put a email like this? You gotta think we ignorant. Like we not gonna remember or we not gonna research into we researchers, digital warriors. Man, we the media now. Fox 2 Detroit and these local reporters, they on chains, they blinded and indoctrinated. They don't know what's going on. And then if they did, they couldn't report on it. You know, and I'm surprised Dave Bondi and Justin Barclay ain't making no noise about this. They try to stay out of the exposure part of the state. You know, I don't know what the excuse is, but this is mind blowing and groundbreaking news. Every Michigan share this. Okay, I'm gonna play this video and I'm gonna wrap it up. It's like 1 minute, if that. Let me know if y'all can hear this, please, when I hit the play button. Oh, that my G baby. I'm gonna have to bring her in and let y'all see it.
Understands Joe Biden and the radical Democrats are destroying our nation before our very eyes. They are destroying our nation.
Can y'all hear that at all? If y'all could let me know in the comment section. I can't see my Facebook comments. If anybody on YouTube watching or Rumble, I can't see my Rumble ones either. Let me see my Facebook real quick. I want to play this video. It's a short video, like 45 seconds. Trump, Trump doing what we love best, man. He calling people out to their face. And if you research Trump, man, he went on rampages exposing and calling out the enemy within. You know, we got to call out the rhinos. People talk about, oh, y'all always want to infight. Y'all always infight. And how we go? We trying to root out the rhinos. The rhinos keep telling y'all, oh, they the ones pushing that infight narrative. That's why the Dems win. They don't want us to raise awareness and root them out. They want to remain embedded. But we got to get them out the way. We got to get them out the way. Okay, she said we hear that. Good. Because Trump doing his thizzle. This is why we love Trump right here. I'm glad y'all can hear that. I'm going to rewind it a couple. Here we go.
Democrats are destroying our nation before our very eyes. They are destroying our nation. But perhaps even worse than the betrayals of the socialist left and communists, right? Look, the press hates to say that. How could you say that? Look, you got a lot of press back there. Got a lot of press. Why are there so many? Why, oh, why are there so many? Every one of them is there. Fake news, every one of them. But in many ways, worse than the terrible Democrats are the backstabbing rhino Republicans who are helping them do their act.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no rhino in America who has thrown
Mm-hmm.
in her lot.
So he talked about how the rhino Republicans are worse than the Democrats. Now, why ain't nobody that people trying to direct our attention always the Dems, the Dems. What about the rhinos? Did they just go away? Did they just go away? No, they still there just because people ain't talking about it. We had to stop talking about it before leading up to the election. We had to unite and get Trump in there. Now he in there is back to business. Back to business. I got a shirt that say with Trump on it. Y'all seen my rhino hunting shirt? It's the one on my Facebook profile picture. Trump holding a rifle in camouflage. It says rhino season. You know what I'm saying? Trump elected now. We got this back. He in there doing his thing. It's rhino season all over again. We got to get rid of him. Nishan is a rhino, and they worse than the Democrats because they earn your trust and stab you in the back. We know what the Democrats is gonna do. They gonna vote party line or vote in lock and step against us. They don't, you know what I'm saying? But the rhinos, they lay in secret, lay in wait. They act like they good all until it's a key moment or a key vote, or when it's time for them to reveal themselves, or after they get elected. That's when you see their true colors, or they'll count on the fact that you don't look into their voting record. They'll be out here telling you everything you want to hear, but behind closed doors, they voting everything they say they ain't gonna vote on, and hoping you don't research. So anyway, Trump doing what he do, exposing the rhinos, and that's. I just wanted to show that as a reminder because people talking about, oh, y'all always infighting. This why the Dems win. No, we are rooting out the rhinos. It's a painful process because a lot of people still trust these rhinos. They haven't realized they being backstabbed yet. You know what I'm saying? They gonna have a moment. Me, Sean thinks she gonna get away with being a part of the biggest loss in the biggest loss Michigan faced in recent history. We faced it, and when her and Ryan Weiser was in charge. Why will we put her back in charge? Jim Runstead is the best choice in my opinion. He did a video conference call or a phone conference call yesterday. I've been watching him and keeping tabs on him, especially during this campaign. But even leading up to that, he was on my radar, and he did such a good job answering the questions and concerns people had. Mishan got people out here wondering if he can do a senator position and be the chair of the MIGOP. She know it's feasible. She know he can do it. She know the Senate don't have no control and they have way more time on their hands than usual because the Dems have full power. And if the Republicans was in control in the Senate, it would be a whole different story. He probably wouldn't even have tried to run because he would be busy getting stuff, researching, getting stuff critiqued and finalized, pushed through, and all that. But in this situation we in, he got the time. She know it. He know how to raise money. He a proven and trusted leader, one of the most conservative uh, legislators we have, right up there, basically equal with me, Sean's husband, Matt Maddox, when it comes to voting. So she can try to smear him, but her husband is his coworker, and her husband know that he a stand up man and a stand up candidate. They want to get her in. We don't need her. And all her uh ties and extra baggage that come with her. All everything she learned from Ron Weiser, she can keep that. Everything she learned from Bill Rowerding, she can keep that because these are crooks and criminals and globalists and people with rap sheets and history and positions that are concerning. World Economic Forum, Atlantic Council, all these different things get to come into mind. Y'all know. But that's about it. That's about it. Cause you know, that's about it. I want to talk about today. We need to figure out. I know we need to figure out. Uh, uh, citizens initiative driven bill or proposal, citizen proposal on how to get this money out of the election process. How do we level the playing field? We need think tanks to focus on how to make it equal. Every candidate has equal cash to spend and equal resources available, and they have to have full transparency. And we see how that turned the tables. We can do something about getting this money out, and it's crazy. But that just about wraps it up. Shout out to everybody watching. Thank y'all to the people on Rumble and Facebook who might be tuning in. I can't see y'all comments currently until I figure out how to tie everything together. But your boy doing what he can. You know, love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning back in once again for another episode of Logic's View. Um, we're gonna try to be down at the convention this weekend, giving y'all an inside scoop. I'ma only be there with a guest pass, um, unless I can miraculously get a press pass with limited time available. But I'm gonna be down there doing what I do and showing recording live the whole time. So stay tuned for that. Um, hope y'all get more involved. I know it's a circus. A lot of people leave because it's so chaotic, but these people we up against create order out of chaos. They create chaos because they know it's going to run a lot of people off and leave it all up to them again. Of course they would love it if everybody, all the constitutional Christian conservative just threw their hands up and like, I can't deal with this. I'm leaving. I'm leaving politics. If every conservative Christian constitutional warrior left politics, that's what the enemy and the kingdom of darkness wants. That's what they want. We have to learn, we have to get educated, and we have to unite with the true patriots. That's where we need the unity. True patriots. We need to root these rhinos out. They will lie to you straight to the face. The Bible say, that when talking about these liars, it's their native tongue. All they know how to do is lie. They don't feel bad about it. They can look you straight in the face and lie. So we up against criminals and crooks and evil people. Oh, matter of fact, let me show one more thing since I think of that, and then we out of here. Cause this, whether you believe it or not, um, it's the truth. What's going on now? This is a post from out of the Telegram group Unshackle the Mitten, and I'm not sure who authored this post, but it says right here, what we've witnessed over the past few years is not petty infighting between tribes within the same political party. We are watching sabotage and subversion tactics used to systematically purge the Republican Party of all constitutionalists who demand party accountability to constitutional and moral absolutes. You know what I'm saying? So this is systematic purge. This is sabotage and subversion, deception. This is all that, man. We see it in the movies, but it's here in real life right now. You know, this post go on to say that because with true constitutionalists in charge, globalists can no longer maintain the staged opposition between fake Republicans and their co-conspirators in the Democrat Party. When their staged opposition is replaced with true opposition to the globalist agenda, the masses will awaken to the truth and we will stop them from achieving what they want the most, which is global depopulation, followed by Luciferian control over every human being they allow to exist. And it says, yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, it's horrible, but it's the reality. Even JFK said it's a plot in America to enslave every man, woman, and child. So I don't care if it sounds crazy. It's the truth. It's the truth. Global domination is the Bible tell us that the enemy want to deceive the whole world. He stole our dominion with a company named Dominion. Mm. If you know, you know. But anyway, man, the spiritual war is real. The battle is real. We need warriors for God to unite with warriors for country. We need warriors for God and country. We need to discern and root out the frauds and take our state back, take our nation back, take our planet back. These globalists, and I ain't even gonna start ranting. But God bless y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning back in once again for another episode of Logic View. And if you guys enjoyed this episode, please like, share, drop comments, drop prayer requests down below. Also, please help share and subscribe. And we gotta spread the news, spread the truth. We are the news now. You may not agree with my approach or everything I say, but I'm trying to give y'all the truth from Logic's view, Logic's perspective. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. Peace.